Thank you for the answer. And another question asked to our Professor Dr. Rahari Sabiti, and from this question from Kathmandu. We heard your presentation, very informative, knowledgeable, but what do you suggest to our, I call it my first generation leaders of Nepal? They are still not in the process of digitalized technology, and they are continuing in the government. Will that work to further strengthen the technology in Nepal?
Thank you so much for the question, Somnathji. I think the way we can improve in Nepal to allocate budget, first of all. It's not going to work with the policy. We make policy, but there is no budget. And then only way to minimize all of these issues to allocate at least, this is the way I'm looking at. Allocate 20% budget out of total. So total budget of Nepal is currently $14 billion. 14 billion total budget. When you look the scenario of other developed countries, they are allocating at least 25% out of the total budget in order to lift the technology up to create millions of jobs. It's development, it's all about creating jobs. That's the way I look at it. If there is no employment, and then the recession will start. No matter where you go, which country. I know infrastructure is the first thing. So digitization will create not only jobs in IT sector, it will create jobs in other sectors as well. And the way is 25%, I just want to elaborate a little bit more. 25% what I'm saying is out of 14 billion, 25%, you're talking about $4 billion. When you allocate $4 billion and then the total budget, $4 billion, you allocate 33% for employment. So outside the world, people are making around $100,000 a year. So we cannot afford to pay $100,000, even though we have a high recession in the country, but at least 25% out of $100,000. So which is people can make out of when they pass out the college, they can make at least $2,000 a month. That means they can save 50%. That's what I did. I was a taxi driver. I went to the college because I went to the college to study computer science because I can make money. I can save at least 50%. So I can have a better life. That's why I did that. I think most of the people and our next generation moving towards technology. And so when you do that, $3 billion goes towards building infrastructure. $1 billion, if you allocate $1 billion to create jobs, high-paying jobs, then you should be able to create at least 50,000 high-paying jobs in Nepal. 50,000 high-paying jobs in Nepal. So you allocate 25% over 20 years. We should be able to create at least 2 million jobs in Nepal. That comparing to Australia, Australia has 25 million population, Nepal has 35 million population, and Australia has created over 1 million tech jobs. Look, 155 million tech jobs will be created within 5 years, and Nepal is not part of that. So one thing is to allocate budget on science and technology and innovation 25%. It's currently $14 billion. It's $144 million is allocated for education and science. There is no mention of creating jobs at all because I looked at it. I looked the budget of 2021 of Nepal. I looked at it. So I think we need to educate all leaders. Leaders must understand the benefit of technology. The benefit of technology, which era we are moving towards. This is the only way we must sustain our future generation in Nepal. We cannot work for America. Nepal people or the professional cannot work for Europe. Nepal professionals cannot make software for Europe, for America. They have to make software for Nepal's government. Nepal's government, that's why the United States government, they have contracted out over trillions of dollar jobs to the other third party. That's how I got a job here. That's the way it's supposed to be in Nepal. Thank you so much.
And as we were speaking, somebody just wrote a question to you again. what do you suggest to our yesterday's generation leaders? Do you think they is capable of handling technology?
I think you know the way, because I've been going to Nepal. I'm trying to educate these two leaders in all sectors, even though I'm an advisor of Nepal Police Central Department. And also every year I'm so busy when I go for my own personal time, and I allocate most of my time to educate people, even make awareness to like general user how they can secure their mobile phone. This is their digital home, how they can be secure, how they safely browse the internet is a big issue. Also, because the thing is, we have to educate our leaders. Hey, you know what? This is what is called technology. Let's not just talk about what one individual company, because individual company only can do so much, but the government must take initiative. Nothing we can do. Look here, other developed countries. I looked at it. I looked at all the data. All the data shows that, hey, government is super strong. You have to build software for your own government. And then you're going to be making a lot of, let's see, here I spend, in general, IT professional in America, I spend around $10,000 a month. That goes towards the US government. US government take that money. How much saving will I have? Maybe a couple of thousand. If I make $2,000 in Nepal, my $2,000, I spend $2,000 every month, maybe $1,500 every month. $1,500 will be circulated in the market to create other opportunities. That's the way we have to look at it. And then if there is no money, look, now Nepal is the #1 vulnerable country in the world. Can I share you? Just quick. Can I share that? Yeah, hold on a second. I really want to share that. Live. Checkpoint. Hold on. Sorry, it was checkpoint. Look here. It's very checkpoint cyber threat map. When you look at here, look, this is the cyber attack. Within a day, we're going to have almost 70, 80,000 million cyber attacks. Look, the Nepal is in the first list. Look how vulnerable we are. See, we have to fix this first, guys. Can fix it. Let's not talk about doing other digital business, because there is no protection. There is no protection. Where do you want to invest your money? There is no protection of keeping our new generation in Nepal, because they don't get paid well. How can we do that? We cannot do any business if we do not pay them well. So this problem must be fixed first. Thank you so much.
Dr. Rahari Sabiti, PhD in cyber and NASA system engineer, is a very close friend of ours and well-wisher of Nepal. And let's hope your experts can, improve the IT industry in Nepal. And hopefully our leaders will listen our voice.
Also, please, Honorable Sujata Koirala, please, from Hardly, I want to request you to take this initiative. We have to save our next generation. We cannot send our generation to other countries. We cannot be slavery. And then we have no future over here, even though working and making money, but we don't feel good. That's why we're missing our country, because we want to have these opportunities. Please take it very seriously. We can do it just by allocating 20% budget out of the total every year over 20 years. We can make it happen.
Thank you. And the last question of today's IT conference. Go ahead, Diju. Go ahead.
Dr. Rahari ji, I think this government, we have just come to the government now, Nepali Congress, and we are giving it a very high priority to develop science and technology. And we are going to promote this, and it was very nice listening to you, and I definitely relay this.
When I come to in December, Honorable Sujata Koirala, I really want to show you the actual data.
Okay.
On PowerPoint presentation. It will be very impressive for you to understand.
Very interested. And it was very nice listening to all of you. Really, it was very interesting and got a lot of knowledge from listening to you all, and got many ideas. So I hope, I like to thank Somnathji a lot for our organized program. Thank you so much, Rahari. Hope to see you in Nepal. Please contact me.
Sure, I will do that.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable
You
Sudhakar.
remember me,
I just want to
Honorable
thank her
have the
honorary
last
Dr.
question
Sujaza.
of
Thank you
this
very much.
event. Yeah, I have the last question. Oh, you are right. How did you know that the question is for you, Uzair?
Oh, was it? I had no idea. I was just
Okay, this question is asked by from Seoul, South Korea. By hearing you is very interesting, and I want to learn more. And do you think digital technology will establish trends and make better business decisions?
was that question addressed to me, Doctor? Yeah.
Do you think digital
Yeah.
technology will establish many trends and make better business decisions?
I'm going to answer that in two parts. So thank you for the question. First part, I think trends are made by people who see value in something that the world takes on. Sometimes what started out as a trend was never meant to be a trend, but silly things become trends, like watching a cat on YouTube, or
Right.
a bottle cap challenge. That becomes a trend. So a trend is something that becomes something viral for people's, to grab their attention. That's the first thing. The second part of that is what the technology is actually used for. So if we use, say, TikTok, which is technology, but everyone's just dancing on it, that's not really doing anything. But if we find how to use that to actually educate someone and then do what everyone's spoken about today, now your trend actually has purpose. So to me, if someone's just out to make money, it's going to create a trend, but the money comes and goes, just like it always does. So I think it's our job as people to constantly evaluate what becomes a trend has purpose for what it actually was intending to do, and not for the wrong reasons, which was just getting a few million hits and then we close our books. But so yeah, thank you.
Thank you for a great answer. And finally, I would like to say a few words as the closing remarks to, and I will love to invite again Honorable Sujata Koirala.
Thank you very much, everyone coming here. And it was very interesting to listen to you, and hopefully we will meet you all in Nepal and learn from you, and your technology, your ideas will be our people will be very grateful, our students will be very grateful to hear your speech, your talk program, and like to invite all of you, all the experts to Nepal. And right now we have also our government and our party president is the Prime Minister of Nepal, and we are we like to really listen to you and learn from you. Nepali people are very happy, and we want to start now technology. We are giving it a priority, as I told you, and hopefully we will see you all in Nepal. Thank you so much. It was so nice talking and listening and learning from you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Sujata Koirala, for closing remarks. And as you said, yes, definitely, a team of IT experts will be visiting Nepal in December, headed by our IT chief, Professor Dr. Rahari Sabiti. So we are planning and having a team, and we'll be visiting soon and meeting you, and we'll work on developing IT sector in Nepal. And that concludes the 39th series of Girija Prasad Koirala Foundation America Chapter's Global Conference today. And I would like to call Ramchandra Adhikari, the spokesperson of the GP Koirala Foundation America Chapter, to thank all our panelists in a minute. Ramchandra Adhikari. Vote of thanks.
Namaskar, good evening, good morning, Honorable Chairperson of our GPK Koirala Foundation, Honorable Sujata Koirala Diju, Chairperson of America Chapter Somnath Gimireju, and Dr. Leong and Dr. Rahari Subedi and various experts from the technology I see in the screen. We have very fruitful discussion about the IT expertise, idea of power sharing, idea of business, idea of different sector. We unite together because of the this global Zoom meeting. So we came together of many ideas, and finally we have to apply this in the real field, and we are hoping so in coming future for the change of our nation, for the change of our generation. Actually, teamwork is a great work. Together, everyone achieves more. That's the goal of the team. And we have different ideas, different thoughts. Because of the IT technology now, this whole entire world is sending in a global village. We are connecting towards each part of the world because of this digitized world now. Now, almost things are going to be changed. Even nowadays, we are thinking about digitized money, digitized various things are happening, and new technologies are taking place. That's why we are thinking to change the nation's development by means of the technology. Overall, we are planning, we are thinking for the proper development of our country, Nepal. Our chairperson, Honorable Sujata Jiju, is doing great to unite the people from the different part of the world by means of the technology, by means of the politics, by means of the social justice, by means of the social work. We are so proud with her thought and her idea in the name of our great leader, late Girija Prasad Koirala. We are so proud to be the part of the GPK Foundation. We are working globally in different sectors, in different part of the world. That's why we are so proud. Our main goal is how to develop our nation by means of the technology. And coming days, we have to focus on this issue. That's why we are. I would like to thank all of your dear panelists, dear distinguished guests who joined together in our the global virtual meeting and share different your ideas, your vision, your technological, there's thoughts. We are so proud with your ideas, and in coming future, we'd like to join physically as well, as our chairperson already mentioned about it in coming days. And we have to be united in the teamwork and proper development of the Nepal and entire world. We have to think, how can we change? We can, sure we can. That's why. Okay, I'm going to conclude this one. Finally, I would like to thank you everybody joining in this global conference, and I would like to proper better health and enjoy life ahead. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good night. Have a good day. Thank you very much.
Thank you everyone for sharing your thoughts, and we look forward meeting our chairperson in Kathmandu in December. Thank you. Have a good night,
everyone. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
The next great speaker we have is Professor Rahari Sabiti. He's professor at ECDI University. He's a renowned expert in cybersecurity and has consulted for world leaders, governments, and corporations. So I want to hand over to Professor Rahiri. Please take the platform.
Thank you, Mr. Leong Ing and Honorable Chairperson Sujata Koirala and Mr. Somnath Gimire and other panelists. Thank you so much for inviting me. And here I would like to more focus on what's going on around the globe. Also, I have been, I have been teaching at ECPI. At the same time, I'm also providing cybersecurity awareness training, especially in Nepal, because my research was mostly based on Nepal. And what I'm trying to do is how this vulnerable using these digital devices, they can easily be exploited. And that is a big challenge, especially in underdeveloped country. When you look the data, we are almost losing around $6 trillion a year from cyber crimes. Every year, $6 trillion. Before even we move forward to globalize with digital technology, I think especially for underdeveloped countries like developing countries, they have to invest on technology at least 25% out of the total budget. When I look at other countries like Singapore, Singapore has 5 million populations, and over the 3 years, they are going to invest almost $19 billion for science and innovations. And also, and then they have created over 400,000 high-paying tech jobs in that sector. And then when you compare Nepal, since Sujata Koirala, Honorable Sujata Koirala is here, I'm trying to also educate. When I go to Nepal, every year I go to Nepal, I try to educate, I try to give awareness to people over there. I'm trying to also make people more secure using all this digital. Microsoft survey shows that within 5 years, technology will be creating almost 145 million jobs. And Nepal is not part of that. Not only Nepal, a lot of underdeveloped countries, they are not part of that process, because in Nepal, the budget I have seen, only they have allocated less than 5% budget on technology and education. That's not is gonna work out, because we have to educate people there first. Before even we go for business, we have to make government stronger. Government must create jobs, otherwise all of our new generations, they are being migrated to other countries. They don't want to stay in Nepal. That's how can Nepal be a prosperous nation? It's not possible. If you look at Singapore's data, Switzerland has 9 million populations. And their total GDP growth is $800 billion. Out of $800 billion, they are allocating 3% out of $800 billion and spending on technology. And they have created over 500,000 jobs in technology. So what I'm trying to say also, Nepal must invest at least 25% total budget out of 25% out of the total on technology to create high-paying jobs. Because I came here in the United States for a better future, because I did not see a future in Nepal. Because if I study, I have to spend a lot of money. Then after I finish my college, then where is the opportunity? There is no opportunity. I cannot survive. So I have to look for my better future. So only the private sector cannot make it happen, because the government must take initiative on this matter. Even when you look at the United States almost invest, almost business and technology, they invest almost $1.4 trillion in 2021 out of $4 trillion total budget. Even the global average salary of technology is around $120,000. Even though you take a week of training, and still you get over $60,000, $80,000 a year. But Nepal, when I finish my study, I hardly make $100 a month. How can I survive? And we cannot sustain our next generation. There is no way we can imagine a better future of Nepal. It's not going to happen. And look, the cyber crimes, even half of the world has access to the internet. Only half of the world, rest of the world. And then now the cyber crime is growing in a fast pace. $6 trillion we are losing every year. Within 10 years, we are going to lose $10 trillion. See how the hackers are making money? All the big businesses, what they are looking to make money, they are not focusing on user side, how those users can be secure. When I looked the data just a while ago, the most common used password in the world right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, this problem must be fixed first. Otherwise, if you do not fix it, all this cyber crime will skyrocket. It's going to be whole damage. Look, the cryptocurrencies, 70% of transactions illegally used. Because what I'm trying to say here is, I think we are not going to the right direction, because only thing is, let's not take just business point of view, especially for underdeveloped country like Nepal. Let's make some education and awareness to leaders. Like, I would like to request you to understand the concept of technology, how technology can create millions of high-paying jobs. So like me, I migrated here in the United States and I started from dishwashing level. And I don't want next generation to suffer the same way as I suffer. This has to be fixed. Thank you so much for your time.
All right. No, thank you, Professor Sabiti. I hear your passion. I see your passion, and I'm 100% in agreement with you. But in some way, at least advanced, because before the password was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The previous password that was used most common was password. So
yeah. I can show you that trick. I can even
and using technology to break all those barriers to those people that literally have no future, because without education, you really don't have a good future in this world. So this is our project, and this is what we are actively working on. And together, we're creating a new world of peace. We're very lucky to work with several NGOs and people from all corners of the world for the same objective, a world with future wise leaders. And I want to thank all of you for your time and attention. I think this is a very important topic to talk about. And I think that all my panel colleagues are experts that can help so much to this same vision, that we all united together, we could do such great things. Technology itself can do such great things. So let's use it for the good common of humanity. Thank you, all of you, and blessings from Spain.
I have to say, I may be biased, but that's the most powerful message.
Dr. Leung Ying, for your introduction in the 39th series of Girija Prasad Koirala Foundation America Chapter virtual conference. This is our 39th series. So lately we are just slowing down on our virtual conferences because everybody has to go back. Till then, we have COVID-19 issues, everybody's staying home, we have a lot of time. So now we are planning for at least one conference a month. So without any, so we have 20 more minutes. We are wrapping up at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And there are tons of questions asked over different messages, via different messages from our Facebook page as we are live in different social media. So first question asked by our audience to Mongol Titi Tamasak. Are you there? And this question came from Japan, the city of Japan's one of the largest city called Tokyo. She says she wants to know digitize versus digitalize. Digitize versus digitalize. What is the difference and why does it matter?
I'm not clear on the question.
She's asking digitize versus digitalize, you know, L, differences by the L.
Digitalize.
Digitize versus digitalize. What's the difference and why does it matter?
It's the same thing.
I'll speak from what I understand. So the digitize is the process of you converting analog into digital format. And digital life is, I think I heard digital life is
digitalized. Z with a Z.
Digitalized.
So the same thing then, yeah.
Digitalized. Okay, go ahead.
It's just converting from physical assets to digital assets.
Right.
So some like physical machine to virtual machine.
Yeah.
And why does it matter? She asked, why does it matter?
Right now we have technology that can, if you want to store 100 pounds of paper, now you can just scan everything and make it searchable. Now you can put in a piece of your thumb drive, and that's your, it's in digital format. It's more manageable. And if you want to find information in your 100 pounds of paper, that will be difficult. But if you have keyword attached to the document, you can search in a matter of seconds. So the productivity increase, and yep.
Okay, thank you.